Good evening, lifers. Good evening, community. I am Ruth, your peace coach, and welcome to 15 to Life, where we learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. In these next 15 minutes, I not only prepare you for your upcoming week, but for the rest of your life. I see where you guys are sharing the stream. Can you all hear me? Because I'm using my headphones on today. So I want to make sure my earphones. So I want to make sure that you can hear me. So somebody just give me the thumbs up if you can hear me. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. Hello, everybody. I am so excited about tonight. If you have not already, make sure you like the page, follow the page, share the stream because we are still growing our community. Also, make sure great. Also, make sure you hit that notification button so that whenever I am on, you will be notified. Okay. This is going to be a good one. And I don't know if these ladies, we might, I keep saying I was just going to do one with them and now it's turned into two. And who knows, it may turn into three because if they have so much to say, because I want to hear from them. So if you were on here last week, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you so much that I had one of a young woman who I would consider a young one of my spiritual daughters, and her name is Tiara Beard. I had her on last week, and our topic was young women, what are they thinking? Because sometimes you see so much stuff in the media, or especially on social media, and it might be derogatory toward them, and so we want to know what they're thinking, how do they feel about things, and so I just think it's so important to hear from them because you may have a daughter in your life or a niece or a granddaughter that maybe you have a hard time reaching. And I believe that they will provide some insight to you on how that you can better reach your daughter, granddaughter, niece, great niece, or whomever that may be, that important young woman in your life. So I'm going to, y'all are just all that. Thank y'all so much for sharing. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Auntie Helen and Sandra Easy. Crystal. Hello. Love you. Granny. Let me see. Karen Deal. Janice Pryor. Yeah, I love you all. Tony Bowman. You all are awesome. I love you. Okay. So I'm going to bring in, let me see, somebody dropped off. I think it looks like Kaya dropped off. And but I'm going to bring them in one by one, and I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves to you, and then we're going to get this conversation going. And so when I bring her on, you all tell me if you all can see her. Okay. So here we go. Okay, our first person is Miss Tiara Beard. And Tiara, you want to once again introduce yourself and just tell them a little something about you.
Yes, so I'm Tiara. I'm 24. I've been a member at New Birth for about 12 years, and I'm a nursing student, and I graduate in 27 days.
Wow, that is awesome. Okay, so do you know where you're going to be working yet, or
I do. I'm
okay,
gonna
okay,
be,
well, don't.
yeah.
Can you say it?
Not right now.
Okay, well, don't say it then. Don't say it then. Well, will say congratulations. I'm going to
Thank
say that.
you.
Y'all give her some thumbs up. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so our next person that we're bringing in is Tiffany Langford. Look at her. All right, Tiffany. So, what do you want to tell them about yourself?
I'm 25. I've been going to New Birth since I was like 9 years old. So I've been going for a while. And I coach basketball at New Albany High School.
Very good. So, ladies, maybe we might have to do an outing and go to one of her games and be real loud and boisterous and hold up signs and embarrass her like really bad. So we might have to do that. We have to get our schedule, and then we're going to make an outing and go to one of her games. So okay, all right. And then our next person is Miss Sheree Brackens. All right, Sheree, what do you want to say about yourself?
Hi, I'm Sheree Brackens. I'm in beauty school. I'll be graduating in January, and I've been in New Birth since I was like
4?
4.
May-
My sister
okay. No, you were maybe 9, 8 or 9.
8 because we
Something like
came
that. Maybe
a
8.
year
Okay.
before our mom passed.
Yes. Okay. All right. Y'all give it up for Sheree. So if y'all need your hair done, you need your nails did, she's your go-to person. Okay. So I'm
And
trying to give you, huh?
I do makeup too.
Oh, she said I didn't know that. She doesn't. I need some makeup. I got the skin part. She got the makeup part. Okay. All right. And then last but certainly not least is Micaiah. All right, Micaiah. So what do you want to tell the audience about you? Is she on here? Or did she drop off? She must have just dropped off. Oh, wait a minute. Here she's back. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi,
That's
everybody.
okay.
And I'm a University of Louisville music student, and that I'm currently in the piano room studying for my piano exam due tonight. And I've been a few months now.
Okay. Well, thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time. Okay. So you play piano as well?
I'm learning piano. I'm a beginner.
She's learning piano. Okay. All right. Well, very good. Okay. I love it. Okay. So, thank you all for sharing the stream. Oh, I love this audience. Okay. So, I'm going to get right to it. Ladies, one of the first questions that I asked Tiara last week, and I want to hear from the other three on this one, is what do you want us as older women, mature women, or whatever? What do you want us to know about your generation? And just be honest. What do you want us to know? Or what is a misconception about you guys? And what do you want us to know that's the truth? Whoever wants to go first.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll chime in.
Mm-hmm.
Something that as younger women would want older women to know is that we really do worship and guidance from our older women in the church, because we don't get of being a a woman in the world, and sometimes not in our dynamics either. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say we're open to receiving under the wing and just watching you and being able to under lives and picking up things that we might not have otherwise.
Mm-hmm. But not being judged, maybe?
Yes, that's the thing.
Okay.
Not feeling like she's this or that, because sometimes we don't have that guidance to know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you're coming with open arms and welcoming us in, and wanting to build that community of women coming
Mm-hmm.
together, teach, awesome.
Okay. Love it. Y'all heard that. Okay. Tiffany, what do you want us to know about young women today?
I think we just want to feel welcome and not feel so judged. I know for me, I really don't open up to people unless I feel comfortable around them. And so you just
Mm-hmm.
got to feel comfortable and welcome, I guess. But that's for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah. Okay. I hear you. All right, Sheree.
It's when there's a dialogue, when there's conversation being had or anything, hear us out. Don't shut us down because you think you know more than I do. It's just be open-minded
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
talking to the older, the more mature women, or just in general, any type of conversation. Just be open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to shut us down because you don't know what we're talking about. But in our minds, it's like, oh, but we do. Coming from what I'm just hear me out.
Mm-hmm. Right. And and it's so, as I'm listening to these young women, what they're saying is the same thing that I said to the older women when I was their age. I felt judged. I mean, it's true. I felt misunderstood. I didn't feel like that they got me, that it was all about, this is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be doing this. And no one really listening to uh, how I felt. And I think the really sad part about it is that we often perpetuate those same things onto others that was done to us, even as much as we hated them, that we turn around and do the same thing to them. So what I'm hearing from them is the same thing how I felt when I was their age. And so I get that. And so what my prayer is, ladies, as that you will find someone or have some women, I'll say that, not just a woman, but it'd be great if you had women in your life that listened to you, that didn't judge you. And, when we're talking about judging, it's condemning you, saying that you're going to get this. It's not, judging is totally different from, admonishing someone, because I think we all need admonishment from time to time, but it has to come from the right person and with the right motive in mind. Like, nobody should just be able to come up to you and say what they want to say to you and admonish you, um, and if they don't have a relationship with you, because you're not going to receive it. So you can't expect them to receive admonishment from just anybody. I'm not even talking about church. I'm talking about whether that's at school or neighborhood, family, or whatever. Nobody should be able just to admonish them, or admonish any of us if you don't have a relationship with that person. So you got to have that relationship, and you got to have the right motive when you're coming to them, or else it's not going to be received the right way. Because when I was a young woman, and I had those older women that would come up and they would say really mean stuff, and then they go, "But I love you." And it's like, no, you don't. Because why are you saying it like that? And so, yeah, yeah, girl, I get y'all. Okay, I get it. I do. I promise I get it. Okay. And I want you guys to be heard. And that's why you're on here. Okay. So then I wrote down a bunch of questions, and I know we're not going to get to all of the questions. But I do want to ask you one question is, as far as church goes, and I know, I it may be like a knife in my side a little bit, make me feel like, ouch, um, but why? Who dropped off? Tiffany dropped off. Maybe she'll be back. Okay, but why are you ladies involved or going to church when others your age, I'll say so many others your age, are not? And let me preface that by saying I'm not putting all the pressure on you guys, because I know just as many women who are my age, or 40ish or whatever, that do not go to church. So I'm not making it seem like you guys are like going to hell in a handbasket and you're bunch of heathens. I'm not saying that, because it's just as many of us that don't. But I do want to know, like, what makes you uh want to go to church, be involved, when other young women your age may not be.
I would say, if you can hear me,
Mhm.
that for me, testimony that makes me go to church, because
Say it
I was
again. It's
out of
what?
my testimony, brings
Oh,
me to
okay.
church, because I was out of the church for a few years when I turned. Many of y'all may know what it was like when you turn 17 and you feel grown and you just go off. And if I wouldn't have been saved by grace, and it's really is, I still wouldn't be in the church. And when I came to
Mhm.
that revelation, and I started having more convictions about my lifestyle and the things that I was doing, and eventually I started
Mhm.
coming to church. because I had a conviction about not fellowshipping with others. But I don't know what the experience is like of like growing up and being a teenage, and still wanting to go after all of these years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Kaya. Anybody else want to jump in on that question? Or if you don't feel comfortable in answering that, that's fine.
So,
Because then I'll move to the next. Oh my God, it is 6:15. Go ahead, Sheree. And I'm going to ask one more question.
I've been in church all my life, and it's never really been like that I've wanted to do. It's more so been like, oh, you need to go to church every Sunday. So I have accepted God in my heart, and I do believe, Jesus died on the cross for our sins and everything. But it hasn't been like, it's always, well, if I don't go to church, then I know I'm going to hurt somebody's mouth for not going to church. It hasn't really been like a wanting to, it's like, oh, so the whole family is in church, so we have to go to church. That's just what we do as a family. Never really been like, I'm going to do this for me because I want this. But I feel like it's
yeah, so you're not at the place yet where you feel like that you're doing it because you really want to and you have that desire to do that. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Been,
okay.
Because of my
That's
whole life.
honest. Yeah. That's real. That's honest stuff. Okay. The last question, because we're already 2 minutes over. And ladies who are on here, if you all want to hear more from them, let me know. And then if I could look, they're like, Tiara's like, already been on 2 Sundays. What?
No, I'll come back. I will come back.
And I don't know, because I got some more questions. Yeah. So if y'all want to hear more from them, then let me know. Just say, hey, we want to hear. Yeah, see, they all supporting you guys. I don't know if you all can see the comments, but they're really supporting you guys, and I love that. Okay, and so then my last question, just because of time, is sort of the same question I asked Tiara last week. What do you guys need from us as older women? What do you need from us?
A loving community. How do men have like their little outings and stuff like that? I don't know if we have something like that. So awesome to have that space and that environment, because I feel like I learning other people and just being in the presence and fellowship of you great women, it would hold me accountable also.
Okay, well, I'm gonna throw this in there real quick before somebody else says something. Is that I have, y'all know we're having a women's retreat next April 27th through 29th. And if somebody wants to sponsor one of our young women to go, hey, I'm just throwing it out there. Somebody would like to do that. So yeah. So Kaya, we will. So what kind of outing would be something that you would say, yeah, I'm going to go to that? Because I do crazy stuff. Like, I want to do that mud obstacle thing next year. But that's way August next year.
Well, that sounds fun too. Honestly, anything, because it's really me there. I can't speak for everyone, but something as simple as we're going to go to the botanical garden to talk and pray, or we're going to do like a little hiking, or we can go get some food, different things, or we're going to meet at the library and just do.
Okay. I love it. And ladies, if you all can think of some other things that you would like to do, put that in the comment section. I'll have somebody write those down. Okay, Tiara, Sheree, what do y'all need from us? Sheree, what do you need from us?
Yeah. Can I just say something real quick?
Ahead. Yeah.
I agree with Micaiah. I feel like for example, at our church, there's a men's group that meets pretty regularly outside of church, and they do different outings like going hiking or, going to a restaurant or whatever. And I feel like that would be really good for us women to instill so that we can have that loving community and it not be divisive, like the young women versus the more mature women.
Love it. Okay. I love that. All right. And I never would thought I would see the day where the women were saying the men are doing more stuff than we're doing. Who would have ever thought? What the heck? I know. I'm slacking, man. We got to get ourselves together. Okay, Sheree, I'm gonna give you the last one on that. What do you need from us as a young woman?
Say the same thing as them. We need bonding, so we can have mentors in the church. Spiritual mentors, and we also pour into them, and as well as hear us out, and not just be open-minded about things when it comes to.
Okay, I got you. I hear you. I hear all of y'all. I love it. And and I thank you for your honesty. I want this to be always a place where you can say those hard things that we might be like, ooh, that hurt. Like, ooh, I didn't know it was like that. But that's okay. But that's where healing starts. That's where true relationship starts. That's where trust starts, is when you can be honest about, how you're feeling and what you need from us, like I said, and how we can help you, because when we're helping you, we're helping ourselves. And it's like it's a give and take thing. It's reciprocal. So I just thank you ladies so much for being on here. And I might send you something and say, hey, next week. And I'm gonna say this to you real quick. And when I was telling my husband that you ladies were coming on, he goes, maybe you might have them be the ones that come on there and host the show when you can't be on there, and then they can just do it. He said, I can show them and give them all the stuff that they would need to do this. So I'm just saying, so we just giving y'all opportunity. Okay. So the question is, are you going to walk through the door and take it? Okay. Because I might be saying sometime in January, be like, oh, I got to work or something, and I need y'all to do this. Would you be, so we can talk off air and you can tell me whether or not you're willing to do this or not. Okay. All right. And it looks like we lost Kaya. All right. I love you all. We have gone over 8 minutes, if I can count right. 8 minutes. So I got to get off of here. I love you all so much. Y'all love Smash Lab earlier this year. It was fun. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Okay, yes. And so next August, there's this thing. It's sort of like a mud run obstacle course thing where it's like 25 obstacle courses that you have to go through, and it's muddy and all this kind of stuff. It's not like, and you have teams and all that. So I'm going to do, I think it's like $50, and it's in French Lick, Indiana, and I'm going to do it. So if y'all want to come along with me, I just got to think of a great name, and we going to do that. Okay. If you want to come along with me and do that. But in the meantime, if those of you, if you want to go on the Women of Noble Character Facebook page and maybe put some suggestions in there, or whatever, just somehow let us know some things that you want to do, and we will get that done. We will try our best to do some of these things, because we do want community. We do need community. Absolutely. All right, that's all for today. Like I said, I may bring them back on next week if they're willing. And you all have a wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving. If you're cooking, God bless you. I hope you have somebody to help you, that you're not doing all the cooking, and unless you just like to do it all. And never or always remember that I love you. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. But most importantly, y'all know I believe in your action. So if there's a young lady in your life and what these other young ladies spoke to you, hit a nerve, then I want you to reach out to that young woman in your life. Okay. I love you all. You all have, like I said, a wonderful week, a peaceful week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I will see you all next week on the other side. All right. Tiara, Sheree, tell them bye.
Bye. Thank you all.
All right, and keep coming. Yeah, see, they said thank you, young queens. I know they are, and they're beautiful too. I love them. Okay, I love you all. I'm hitting my outro. Bye. If I can find it.